What is happening, guys, and welcome back to the channel to one of the final reviews of 2022. I really hope you guys have a fantastic and happy new year, and be sure to check back to the channel in 2023 as we're going to be back with some really sick Transformers reviews. But for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Dungeons & Dragons Diceling Transforming Beholder. Now, just a disclaimer for going forward, I know next to nothing about Dungeons & Dragons. This merely piqued my interest because it was a transforming figure from Hasbro that wasn't Transformers licensed. So I am looking forward to seeing how this stacks up in comparison to some Transformers, and this one looked to be the best out of the wave. So this is the Beholder. Really nice artwork. I mean, this guy looks so sick. Kind of reminds me of Gargantos from the latest Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie. We get an image of the Beholder in his beast mode, as well as here in the D20, and we do get a nice scan me there for more. As we come around to the back, we get some product shots, and it shows that this guy transforms in a staggering 6 steps. So definitely going to be super complex. I'm certain I'm not going to be able to work it out. And just something else worth bearing in mind, here in the UK, these cost a whopping $16.99, which I believe translates to about $20 US for those of you in the States. And I'm just going to be upfront and say, it is not worth that price tag at all. You can pick up some of the Transformers core class, which in my opinion are cheaper and are a lot better in terms of value, playability, and transformation, etc. But with that being said, we're going to get the D20 out here, take a look at it, and then of course transform it into the Beholder. And here we have the Diceling in its D20 alt mode, looking really cool. I mean, for a dice, definitely quite convincing. We have various different numerals as well as some inscriptions stamped all the way throughout this thing, so I thought that looked pretty cool. We also do get this detail here, which I believe is supposed to be a nice purple fiery dragon, which I thought was kind of sick. And another thing you'll notice about this is we also get this really gruesome kind of bubbly lumpy texture, which I actually really like. And believe me, when we get into the Beholder mode, you'll see a whole host more of that. But it pretty much wraps it up here for the D20. I mean, it is exactly what you would expect. It is a dice. I imagine you could throw it around, although it would more than likely just begin transforming itself. For a very quick comparison, for those of you who collect Transformers, here we have the Beholder in the D20 mode compared alongside a core class Transformer. So here we have Iguanus, and it's quite small, but I'd say probably weighs the same. If anything, this being a little weightier, as it does have quite a big kind of rubbery component smack bang in the center of it. But yeah, there's that comparison. Let's get stuck into that 6-step conversion. So to kickstart things off, you are going to want to come here to this piece and just fold these sections here up. We can then take these here, fold those outwards. Basically, you can just split these in various different ways as they're all on ball joints. We can then take these pieces here, extend those upwards. They are on ball joints, very rubbery as well. This guy does have a kind of gruesome texture to him, and I mean, check out that detail. For some finishing touches, you will take these pieces here and just fold these sections here out. This one's actually wedged in there quite securely, and then finally take the head, poke this through, and open the jaw. And there we have the Beholder fully transformed up into, I imagine, its beast mode. And whilst a very simplistic transformation, and definitely one that I don't think is worth the price tag, this is really nicely detailed. I mean, I love that head sculpt. It looks so cool, and it does actually have quite a surprising amount of paint on it. So you can see this kind of purplish wash applied over the top just to pick out some of the sharper details of the sculpt. It's kind of a squidgy, almost rubbery type of plastic, but feels firm enough. We do get a really nice Cyclops eye, and all of these pieces are actually painted. So as you guys can see, even these ones here at the top, they all have some pretty nice pupil detail. Like the way these look, and the teeth are just so sick. We get a different shade of almost beige for the gums, and then this much darker, almost bone color for the teeth. And even the roof and the tongue has been painted. So I thought that was pretty sweet. As we come around to the back, we do get some more eyes, which again looks super gruesome. Some decent texture here for the inside. Articulation, I mean, to be honest, he is pretty articulated for what he is. So these pieces are on ball joints. You can move these around in any way that you want. And like I said previously, these pieces too, you can pose around. The same could be said for these ones, and you can open and close the jaw. But if you do shut the jaw, it does kind of shoot the head back into its cavity. So I would personally recommend to leave it open. And for another comparison here in this mode, again, here we have him alongside Iguanus, and when you have all of these eyes kind of fully splayed open, I'd say he's roughly the same size as a Transformers core class. Now let's get back to the Diceling or the D20 mode. So very simple again, shut that jaw, take these eyes here, just fold those up, take these sections here, snap those there into place. We can then take all of this, snap that in, bring these down, and they should just snap into place. And there we have the Beholder again transformed up into its D20. So a very simplistic conversion. Like I said previously, personally I don't think it quite warrants that $16.99 price tag here in the UK. Not too sure how much they're charging for those of you in the States, but that does equal to around $20. I mean, maybe wait for these to go on clearance. I am aware that they have a few others. I think there's 3 others in this wave, and to be honest, the one that looks like an owl and the black or red dragon actually looks really sick. So I may check them out. This one to me just looked the coolest, especially as it was the Beholder. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this very quick review, and be sure to let me know if you want to see more of these Dicelings over on the channel. I thank you all so much for watching, and I wish you guys a happy new year. Thanks for watching.